All right, we are back, and we got another match that's going to be starting here in just a few minutes. Looks like Mark Cavalier here is going to hit a rack before we start. Drew Jordan's indicated he is already ready. It's going to be Mark Cavalier and Drew Jordan match. Race to 7, winner side action. This is your host, Ray Hansen, also known as Big Truck. And we're coming to you live from the Big Easy, the bar and grill down in New Orleans. Welcome to the show, everyone. Happy Mardi Gras to everyone. I tried to tell them they needed to have a bead throw here at the Big Easy during the tournament here, but yeah, nobody listens to Truck. So far, we have only had winner side matches here on the TV table so far. That's the way we like it. But we are going to have to have one, maybe two one-loss side matches at some point.
Scott, so good.
All right, here we go. Rack number 1, Drew in the drink right out of the box. Mark Cavalier coming to the table with ball in hand. Well, Mark studying the table here, trying to figure out what he's going to do here. I want to sneak away for a quick second. I'll be right back. And stay with us. Mark Cavalier leading 1-0. Nice layout here. She's looking like 2-0. Paul David and Brud there in the top right of your screen talking to Mr. Casey Killian. Many of you out on the internet have not ever met Mr. Mark Cavalier in person. He is a character. Never a dull moment around that man. All right, Drew on the board, Drew Jordan, and looks like I'm going to be taking off and playing in a match again here in just a second. Joining me in the booth right now for a quick visit here. We may get Nolans Glenn to come in here for a minute and do a little switching. But joining me right now, Mike Persick, and Mike, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you, Big Truck?
Oh, man, I'm awesome. Great tournament here. Having a good time at the Big Easy. Mike Persick is with the wireless zone with Verizon.
Yes, sir. Wireless Zone is a premium retailer for Verizon Wireless.
One of the sponsors for the tournament here. We sure appreciate you guys getting involved.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we're going to see. I'm going to see if I can send Nolans Glenn over. We'll let you have some fun for a minute, I guess. Nice seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Nice seeing you now. Bye. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm going to go play a match real quick. I'll be back hopefully pretty fast. But man, that last match I played went hill, and went down to the last couple of balls with Paul David. No, actually didn't go hill. It was 7-5. That's right. But it's still, the last rack could have went either way. I was trying to keep him off the hill and got there.
Looked like you were hitting him pretty good.
Yeah, I'm starting to warm up a little bit. I'm a terrible cold player, but if I can get rolling, I'm all right. I'm gonna see if I can send Nolans Glenn over to sit in with you for a minute.
Sounds good.
Otherwise, just click away all you want. No, I'm kidding. All right, folks, I'll be right back here after my match.
I can't help it, buddy.
All right, folks. So there's you out there, and this is Glenn Bradbury, also known as New Orleans Glenn, sitting in the booth, and I got one of our sponsors here, Mike Persick, works for Wireless Zone, one of our sponsors here for this event, sitting in the booth with me. You're currently watching two local players. Well, Mark Cavalier used to be from here. I think now he's actually based out of Mississippi now, and then a local kid named Drew Jordan here. And score currently 2-1. We are at the Mardi Gras Extravaganza in Metairie, Louisiana, which is a suburb of New Orleans. And this is a 9-ball race to 7, rack your own, alternate breaks, double elimination, no 3-foul rule, push-outs are allowed. And right now we're up 2-1 here. Mike, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How about you, Glenn?
Oh, man, I didn't get to play yet, drew a first-round bye, but hanging in there.
Had my match, lost 5-7, but could have played a little better. You know how that goes.
Saw my buddy Balls to the Walls out there in the chat. Man, how are you doing? Good to hear from you. And your call in the chat asking what's the name of the room. We are at the Big Easy Bar and Grill on Citrus Boulevard, direct across the street from the Coca-Cola plant, if you're familiar with this area at all. And they've got 2 buildings, 2 very nice establishments here. We've got 7 diamond bar tables in this one, and we got another one that has 2 diamond bar tables and also has a non-foot diamond in there for any type of action. Text 1456 asking how far from New Orleans to the Mississippi line. We're probably about 45 minutes, I guess, away from where we are currently right now. So just trying to catch up with this match here. Both of these guys played in the ring game last night. Drew did not make the final 8. Mark Cavalier also did not make the final 8. So we had a ring game last night, $100 entry fee, 16 men, filled it up. And we also had a mini 10-ball tournament last night with 10 players. We've got a 48 in the main event. We have a total of 6,300 between the tournament and the auction. And we'll be doing a second auction at the final 16. Mark gets going and you can't blink, he'll run out. All right, and Drew concedes the 9, and Mark goes 2-2. And now Drew's going to be breaking. Mike, who did you play?
I played Jonathan, another local player.
Oh, okay. Jonathan Loop, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to be like a bar fight.
Yeah. Drew's an up-and-coming kid, man. If he could just keep his head on, I mean, he plays good, but sometimes he takes things for granted, and he takes some chances. And against Mark, if you take those chances, it's probably going to hurt him. So unless you really capitalize on them, so got some really good players here. If you just join us, Benny Conway Jr. is in the house. He won the ring game. The legend Jerry Brock is in the house. We've got, of course, the local champions, Jamie Farrell, Trey Baker, Mark Cavalier here. So we got some really good players. Had a pretty good auction. Benny was the first blind bid, went for 500, and Jerry Brock was the second blind bid, went for 400. That's the 2 blind bids. Generated 3,800 total in the auction. I saw someone in the chat ask about James Walden. He was here last night for the ring game. He did not come back and play the non-ball. He made it to the final 8 of the ring game and lost out before the final table. Get you guys a couple different angles we got going on here. You can see Big Truck in the back in your top left-hand corner. Big Truck's playing back there on table 1. Looks like Drew is going for Shorty here. Diamond Pro-Am in the chat saying Walden had a good chance to win this. I agree. James Walden plays very good. I was actually kind of shocked he didn't stay and play the non-ball event, but he did not come back to play. Shooter Girl in the chat asking how Truck's doing. He has just started. They are still in the first rack. He's playing a local kid named Marcus Carpenter from here. Got another little side view here for you guys. If y'all would out there, give us a sound and picture check. Just let me know you can hear myself. This is Glenn, and you can also hear Mike. If you say a word for it, make sure you can hear him.
All right.
And picture is good. See my buddy Keith Hewland still in the chat. Mr. Keith owns Emerald Billiards. If you have never been there, it's worth the price of admission just to walk in the place. Wonderful establishment, largest pool hall in the state. I think he's got 22,000 square feet. I think he just added on another 10 or 15,000 square feet. So he's got like 40 some odd tables in there now.
I haven't had a chance to get out there. I can't wait to go see it. I've heard a lot of great things.
Yeah, it's awesome. He does some great things for pool for the whole state. He's the last 2 years, I think, running, or maybe even 3 years now. He's actually held a pro tournament. Dragon Promotions has been there with Charlie Blanchard and Johnny Archer and Rodney Morris. He's actually brought the pros back to the state of Louisiana, and he does some great things. So love to get out there. Can't wait to get back out there and see them guys.
They have a tournament coming up?
I haven't seen anything scheduled just yet, but he does a monthly points tournament. All year long you play and you get points monthly, but he does some big tournaments periodically too, but I haven't seen anything scheduled yet. Drew goes for Shorty. Gonna leave Mark the same little kick off the rail that he loves so much. We'll run y'all some ads in between racks to show all of our sponsors. We have River Parish Disposal has been a sponsor. Verizon Wireless Zone has been a sponsor. Mr. Jim's Pizza, the GNO BCA Pool League is also a sponsor. Some
event restrooms.
The event restrooms are a sponsor for us. Emerald Billiards, of course, sponsors every show. Buffalo Billiards is involved here.
Carson Elevator.
And then, of course, the Big Easy Bar and Grill and All that brought to you by PoolActionTV.com. Shot by Mark. Drew concedes.
And that'll bring us 3-2 with Mark Cavalier leading.
And I believe Mark's on the break too, so. One of our sponsors here.
Oh, sorry you can't see. Sorry there. I forgot one eye.
Update, y'all were asking about Big Truck. It's 1-1. He just came and told us while he's trying to get his sandwich in between.
Big Easy has some of the best food around. I love eating here.
Yeah, I'm here a ton. We kind of planned this thing kind of in short notice too. You know, we got this thing done in about a month, and thought overall we had a pretty good event with 48 players getting out here and some fairly big names out here with only a month. So hopefully we're going to continue to try and do these, you know, probably 2 or 3 times a year. So hopefully with us being able to do them more often, we'll start planning them a little better and have more time, get some more people out here. I saw someone in the chat was asking how much was the entry fee. It was $30 today. You do have to pay for quarters. The tables are not open, but the bar was going to add 500, and then 1,000 with 50 or more. We ended up with 48, and they chose to go ahead and add 1,000 anyway. So kudos to the bar owners for stepping up and doing that.
That was really nice of Timmy and Jesse getting that done. Yeah, and I think we'll have a much bigger event, you know, with some word of mouth. New Orleans is one of the best places to come visit, best food.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of action here.
Absolutely. We're not too far away from Buffalo's. You know, a lot of people know Buffalo's, so it's not too far away. Shooter Girl saying, let the Nashville crew know. We absolutely will. We'll post it on AZ, and I'm sure Big Truck will let everybody know, you know, the people that he can get in touch with. And we kind of spread the word pretty quick. Like I said, it was short notice, but we got it done, and overall it was pretty successful. We lost on a couple of big players. Myself and Big Truck are both pretty good friends with Brandon Schuff, one of the top players in the world probably, and he would have made this trip except they had to buy 8-ball championships overseas, so he was going to do that, as well as Max Eberly, and spoke with Max. So we could have got some other big name players. Joey and Chip wanted to come, but they had some situation where they had to get back home to Oklahoma City, so they couldn't get out here. And also Rob and Erica Saez, who actually helped us promoted this event pretty well in Memphis when they were there last week. They wanted to come out here as well, but they were going to Reno, Nevada for the bar table championships. So, you know, kind of ran into a couple of other events that kind of cost us some players. So we got to do a little better job of planning and not hitting other events. But, you know, overall, I thought we had a pretty good turnout for the first time.
Over in Dubai, that's the Dubai World Championships, right?
Yeah. That's where Max Eberly and Brandon Schuff both are competing this week. And of course, if you do like to travel, 2 weeks from now, 2 weekends from now, Q Sports, owned by Nick Arsenal, who came here and supported the event last night and played the ring game, has a 9-ball tournament just like this set up for his place. You can call and give a credit card over the phone to reserve your spot. He does a ring game Friday night in a 9-ball tournament on these same tables.
Is that in Houma?
It's in Thibodaux on Jackson Avenue, right down the street from Nichols College.
Okay.
And then also the second weekend in March, another big supporter of the Big Truck Show is probably the best bar table tournament in the world is White Diamond Billiards. Second weekend in March will be their next event. And last year, their March event was the largest ever, had over 52,000 in the pot.
Whew.
So with 128 players. So
who won that one?
Chip Compton. He's won the last 3 events at White Diamonds. and he's actually double dipped the guy off the hill all 3 times.
That's brutal.
So, nice safety played here by Drew. Mark does kick pretty good, but I don't exactly know how he's going to get to this one.
Looks like he's going to have to come.
Looks like he's just going to move the 2 to avoid the 2 non-combination. Force Drew to have to run out. I think the 2 rail might be on. Somebody's calling for the 2 rail kick. I think it's possible. But I think the percentages here are probably just to move the 2 to avoid that 2 non-combination, at least make the player have to run the rack.
Yeah, both of these guys combo real well.
Kind of ready to play, man. I didn't get to play.
Do you know who you're playing in the next round yet?
Yeah, I get to play Yoda. One of our local guys here. He owns the G&O BCA Pool League that is one of our sponsors here. That's what I'm playing.
Looks like Drew's got to go for shorty again.
Get you a little better view here. Looks like he just has to clear the 4. To look at the 6 is too much of a problem.
Nice shot.
Chalk is cheap in the chat asking what's the race to. We're playing a race to 7, both sides. We're playing a race to 7. Mark has been playing really good. He played really good in the ring game last night. His original draw was on such a brutal table. He had, Jesse Murphy, the owner of the place, but then he had Jamie Farrell, Mark Cavalier, and James Walden. They had a really strong ring game for their opening table. Uh-oh.
I was scared of that.
It's a different type of pressure played on this table with the lights and the cameras, and normally Drew plays really aggressive and he hits a lot of things really hard, and looks like he's playing kind of tentative. He actually plays better than this, but I think the new pressure, I don't know if he's ever been under the lights and the cameras and all that. It's
playing
different.
Mark's been around a long
Yeah,
time.
and you're playing Mark. I mean, you know Mark's good. I've been there. I mean, I've had the pleasure and the guilt of playing on this table 4 times, and twice I've won and twice I've lost. It's a different type of pressure. Not sure how Truck is doing. Someone asked how Truck was doing. It's 2-1. Just not sure who is up. We'll have to see if Big Truck wins this next game. We'll see if he moves. He's on the 9, so we'll get to see which way he's going. Big Truck goes up 3-1 on Marcus Carpenter. Uh-oh.
I don't know how to stay out.
That's an uncharacteristic mistake.
Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh. Ooh.
I love that.
Drew gets it back to 3-all. Off that shot you called, Balls, I guess I got to believe you. You definitely saw a shot I didn't see. So maybe I need to meet up with you and you can teach me how to bank and kick because I can't do either one. Nice break.
Yeah.
I think he wanted that one ball to stay up though.
Looks like we might have to spin this a little.
Yeah. See if we can get a different angle. Give you all a little idea what he's looking at. Comes Mark. 3 in the corner. Probably going to play the 4 all the way up. 5 to the side, 6 to the corner, 9 to the corner.
When you trolling it, don't take long.
Yeah. He turned into a 2-stroke and go. Balls to the wall, asking about how my daughter's doing. She's getting better. It's a long road ahead of us, but she's actually going back in the hospital on Wednesday for some more treatment. And but the braces that we raised that Keith Hewland Big Truck did a benefit tournament for us. The braces definitely helped, so she's walking around a lot better. But she still had some weakness in her hands and her wrist. And so she's going to be going back in for some more treatment. But she's doing a lot better, and I appreciate you asking.
That's got to be tough.
Yeah, it's been rough. Since June, we've had 3 bouts to the hospital, and we're about to do a 4th. So it's been tough, but I mean, she's in good spirits, so that's the most important part. Her spirit's still good.
Oh, yeah.
And she still goes to school, and she's having a blast, and I mean, she accepts it, you know, and she's working really hard at getting better. So that's all we could ask.
Well, she's got a good support group, that's for sure.
Appreciate it. And actually going to be doing another benefit here, probably end of March or early April. The owner of the Big Easy, Jesse, and Timmy have gotten together with the New Orleans APA League, Darren Dossett and his wife Stacy, and their helper Dart have decided to do a benefit tournament here because a lot of the locals weren't able to make the New Iberia fundraiser that Keith Hewland Big Truck threw for us up in New Iberia. So we're going to be doing a benefit tournament here for sometime in either March or April. So a lot of help. So it's been really good, but just a battle, you know, just physical therapy, occupational therapy, but she's getting better and she's in good spirits. So. Drew gets on the backside of 2 here. Ooh. Just not playing with confidence. You know, it's not the way he plays. I mean, he normally fires balls in the hole. It's probably a combination of that he's playing Mark Cavalier and he understands, you know, the abilities Mark has.
Like you said, those lights, because they come down hard.
It's different, you know. It's a different kind of pressure.
When I was shooting earlier on that table for the pre-games, it's probably about 3-4 degrees hotter right there just because of the heat of those lights.
Yeah, it's different, you know, when it's your first time playing and, you know you're on the camera and the lights and everybody's watching you and everybody's critiquing you, and then you're playing a guy like Mark who just, you know, really doesn't, not that he doesn't care, but he plays good enough that he doesn't have to care, you know. It makes it a little tough.
The scary part is playing timid. He's still very much in this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he catches that gear, this can get real interesting quick.
Yeah, he definitely has the ability. He plays good. He sees the shots about as good as anybody around here. He's got really good eyes for the shot.
Come off that back.
Very nice.
Even getting a little love from Mark.
Mark putting on the show. Update on Big Truck. Looks like he's up 4-1 on Marcus Carpenter.
He's rolling.
I had the pleasure of playing him one time on the stream table.
How'd that end up for you?
It was early in the morning, and Big Truck doesn't like mornings.
Oh, so
and I normally play really good in the morning, so it got pretty bad for a Truck. I think it was 7-2 at White Diamonds.
Oh, that had to hurt his pride.
Yeah, he was pretty upset with me. He got me back though. We played at my daughter's benefit tournament, New Iberia. He was my first draw. We played on the stream table. And he beat me 7-4.
So your daughter benefit, and he still didn't let up on you?
No, he didn't let up on me. He was tearing me up.
That's true.
He didn't want to let me. He didn't want to give in to me. Loves that little kick off the rail.
First time I ever saw Mark Cavalier play was back at Kenny's Key West, like 91, 92. He used to always wear this Panama Jack straw hat. It was the funniest thing in the world.
Trying to figure out how to get his bridge right.
Very well done.
Oh, make no mistake about it. He could be the best banker in this building. He definitely banks the balls very well. Wow. He
Mark
concedes
that game.
the game to Drew. Got a little confused there on whose break it was. They had to go back and count the pills to see whose break it was. Big Truck has taken a 5-1 lead on Marcus Carpenter.
Drew needs to let this give him a little confidence and let loose a little bit.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but now he's got one of the best bankers in the building coming up.
Well, the good thing is Drew made a ball, so he gets first dibs at it.
I didn't see that thing. Good catch.
Now, instead of banking this ball to combo it, I would bank it just to make it. Which I think is what he tried.
Yeah. But we've had some pretty good matches on this table so far today.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people, it's kind of tough, you know, picking the matches to put here. You know, of course, everybody wants to see the best players, and I guess, you know, I'm kind of on the other side of the fence. You know, I mean, I'm an average player, you know, and I feel like the champions are going to get their limelight towards the end, you know, when all the champions are what's left standing. So, you know, I would prefer, I mean, I don't want to see, you know, a really bad match, but at the same time, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of average players getting up there and
some up and comers,
getting 2 or 3 innings a shot or whatever, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of people don't want to see it, so we try and put the best thing up there. But, you know, me as an average player, I wouldn't mind seeing some of the average players getting a chance to play on this table, knowing, you know, some of the big dogs are going to get their chance, you know, towards the end when it down to the final 8 and the final 4, and of course the championship, which is all going to be held here.
You can definitely tell we're APA players.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that was quick.
But, you know, especially on, like, today's, like, I'm not sure, I mean, I don't know how much you follow Big Truck, but, like, today and tomorrow, or yesterday and today, I should say, are both free shows, so no one has to pay to watch. You know, it's all free shows. Now, tomorrow becomes a $10 pay-per-view. You get a $10 pass, and you get a pay-per-view to play. And, you know, I would, on the pay-per-view days, I think you got to put the best possible matchups up there because people are paying to watch really good players. But when it's free like this and it's being brought to you free, I feel like maybe give some of the up and coming players a chance to get up there and just let them see what they can do under that kind of limelight. But
I think that's a great idea. I think, like you said, a lot of times on Sunday you got a lot of the best players anyway, so those matchups just kind of naturally happen.
Right. But I think we picked right here. I mean, this is one we kind of tossed around, but I mean, you have a really great player that's well known in Mark and somebody in Drew who I felt was an up and coming player. And we're looking at a 5-4 match, so as long as you don't get no washouts, unless it's a champion just running over somebody, it's normally a pretty good match. Yeah, thank you, Ben and Blanc. Chad asking, also saying you get entered into some raffles. That you do. You become you buy the pay-per-view, your name gets entered into some raffles, and Big Truck gives away patches and DVDs and all kinds of stuff. And also, he also offers a premium membership. You can pay for like the whole year, and you get every show he does, no matter if it's pay-per-view or not. You get every show. You get your own login, your own password, and you get every show. So
that sounds like a pretty good deal, though.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact fee. Maybe somebody out there who is a premium member, Ben Blanc is a premium member, maybe could tell us how much it was. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know there's a yearly fee. That you can just become a premium member and get every show he does. So, and Big Truck travels a lot. And there's
$100 for a year. That's pretty cheap. It's a very good value.
Yeah, and and it's not like he only puts on one show a month. Big Truck travels a lot. He's had a lot of shows.
I got to tell you, this is my first time meeting Big Truck, and I've seen a lot on AZ because I'm on there a lot on Diego Monster on AZ. But he didn't look the way his handle sounds.
Right.
I was expecting some big burly guy.
Yeah, he's good people, man. He's been to my house. He's met my family, and he's done a lot of. He was very inspirational with Keith Hewline and putting together the benefit for my daughter recently. So, just a genuinely nice guy. So, I like helping him out when he's here. Try and help him do some commentating, mainly so he can play. He won't mind sitting here talking all day, but he also likes to play. He is a pool player, so when he has helpers, he don't mind getting there and playing a tournament. Shooter Girl letting everybody know he'll be back in Nashville in June, even though Big Truck doesn't know that yet, which is pretty good. I know Big Truck will be in Thibodaux in 2 weeks, and then he will be in White Diamonds 2 weeks from there. So
keep him down south for a while, huh?
Yeah. I think he told me after this weekend he was going home for a couple of weekends because he's been traveling a lot. I think after this weekend it'll be like 10 or 12 days he's been on the road away from home. So and he's got kids as well. So he said he was going to head home, but then he'll be back on the road for Thibodaux and then back on the road for White Diamonds.
Rather be lucky than good, and when you're both, it's really dangerous.
Oh yeah. Well, I told you he likes to bank. I think he might have played the two-rail bank right there. Maybe he actually played that.
All right, so now Cavaliers on the hill.
I'm struggling, but you know what? I'm trying to have fun tonight.
Messing with Mark there. I told him as good as he banks, I thought he might have did that on purpose. He confirmed, yeah, he did play that on purpose. The two-rail. Update on Big Truck. He is up 6-2 on Marcus Carpenter.
Drew makes 2 on the break.
Trying to get to 7.
Mark with the extra body language to make sure it falls.
Oh, baby, where's your steering wheel?
I think Mark kind of senses the finish line.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Where's your steering wheel, baby? Oh no. Got my angle once again. That's right. That's right. The only time I smoked was I quit. I never really smoked it. And it's hard. If I had it cool, it'd be different. It's like, say what?
Drew stays alive.
Looks like it's Mark's break.
Yeah.
Cordless. Where the cameras are really at.
I don't know what they're looking at, but they is.
Only gets better.
Yeah, I got no work for
Your call in the chat. Asking if it's loser breaks right now. It's alternate breaks. Race to 7 on both sides.
Rack
So,
your own.
Do I ever sweating up or what?
Got the pool stats guy sitting right next to it.
Yeah, it's Don Espinoza.
Yeah, I think his company's called Pool Tracks, I think.
Yes, sir, it is. And he can be reached at pooltracks.net.
He actually charts like every shot. It's amazing if you actually watch him do it. Puts the names of fan charts every shot.
Yeah. He was saying earlier when we had the match with Ronnie D and
Benny Conway.
that was real rare. They didn't miss a lot of balls. They were both over 800%,
Wow.
which is he said when you get it like that, you get pretty excited.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Just got an update from another guy helping me run the tournament board. Our next match on this table is going to be Trey Baker and Mitch Four. Again, 2 local players. Most of you probably know Trey. He travels a lot to gamble, and he's actually won the tournament here in the past. Mitch is more of a local guy, but plays well. Should be an interesting match. Drew gives up ball in hand with Mark on the hill.
No real trouble balls.
No, I don't think.
Debatable.
Drew put up a valiant effort, but it looks like he's going to fall short.
You know, for his first time kind of under the lights, I think he did well, and look forward to seeing a lot of good things out of him. I don't think it'll be his last time on the TV table.
No, I don't believe. He concedes and gives up the match. We'll get this saved and get our next match started up, and we'll be back with you guys.